Why did they make the Transformers 2007 movie in the first place? Hasbro was, to some degree, struggling. They decided to refocus on their core brands, one of which was Transformers. They were thinking about how to reignite the brand for future generations. Afraid of messing it up, they chose to make the story about a boy and his car so people could relate to it. Eventually, they brought in Michael Bay to direct it. The Starscream movie version you never knew. More treacherous and cunning than his on-screen counterpart, he attacks with his spinning arms, launches missiles from his chest, and fires null rays straight from his core. Transformers, Decepticons, DS, where everyone is backstabbing each other. Even your main character gets killed by Megatron after you saved his tailpipe. With teammates like these, who needs the Autobots, right? What if Rise of the Beast Mirage used his concept art head? First one is we have this one. Looks more boxy and a bit of an older bot. Maybe too much of a rebel attitude. But it should go with a body like this. Reminds me of Cup, but turned to Movieverse. Very different from what we've got. We have another one here. Looks like he could be a certain someone giving he is a Porsche, like a guy listens to jazz music and likes to dance. Are you happy with the end product? Why did Wheeljack end up with a head design like that? Well, they had concept art of him looking like an old scientist type of guy, but Bay said the design looked too Pixar. Spielberg suggested making him look like Albert Einstein, which is why Wheeljack has an Einstein-like face. His hair somewhat resembles the ear flaps from his G1 design. Why did Megatron turn into a truck in Dark of the Moon? After getting wrecked by Optimus, he needed a way to hide his injuries. The truck kept him unnoticed. Shame. He was ashamed of his scars, even covering his face with a cloak before transforming. Survival. Hiding in Africa, a rugged truck was perfect for harsh terrain and blending in. Loss of flight. His injuries killed his ability to fly, so ground mode was his only choice. Espionage. And as a truck, he could spy without being recognized. Megatron's truck mode wasn't just style, as it was survival. What if Movie Shockwave used his concept art head? For the first head, he looks like this. He looks badass and menacing, really good looking for an early design. Second one looks cool as well. Looks like a head built for a more buff Shockwave and armored up. Would it be good if any of these end up in the movie? Random Transformers matchmaking. Movie Jazz versus Movie Jolt. Two clawed Autobots go toe-to-toe at each other. Movie Jazz, second in command of the Autobots.
This looks like a cool
Skilled in acrobatics and agile. Has crescent cannon that can act as a cannon and can also act as a shield. Magnetic claw that can unarm enemies. Movie Jolt. We really didn't see him much in action, but we can safely assume that he has mastered his whipping skills with electricity. Who would win between these two? Is this a close battle or one-sided? Despite being the medical officer, Ratchet has this awesome-looking vehicle. He is loaded with guns that will certainly light up Decepticons. They changed his color from neon green to white and bright green with new decals like E4. Ratchet spawned new guns despite only having the Buzzsaw and EMP cannon. Would you like to ride this search and rescue vehicle? Rise of the Beast Nightbird. She was based on her G1 counterpart that resembles a bit like Arcee, but she's a ninja with a mouthplate. She is definitely a troublesome to the Autobots. For the movie, they turned her into a car and gave her wings so she can fly. A very unique design, but still referencing her original look. But what's cool is, she almost looked like this. A more anime look and have more bird features. Which one do you prefer? Optimus is no longer a long-nosed truck. He's now a G1 style cab-over truck. But not just any truck. It's a 1987 Freightliner FLA semi-truck. In this movie, he has a bull bar, which doesn't really show up in robot form. However, there was a scene where he was supposed to ram Scourge through a wall. That's what the bull bar was for. But the scene was ultimately cut from the final version. After being stuck on Earth for 7 years, of course, Prime would upgrade his ride.
I am going to turn into a truck now.